Treat ear infections in a dog. You may love your dog so much that you get him the best care possible. However, since there are times that you are preoccupied with other things in life such as you family, work, and the like, you sort of neglect some of the crucial aspects with regards to caring for your dog. For instance, keeping your dog's ear clean and aerated is just one of the many things you may take for granted. Well, you may not know this, but dogs are actually very prone to ear infections, those caused by bacteria, allergies, or fungus. This is due to the fact that the dog's ear does not get enough air in them, what with the huge flaps and the thick hair surrounding it. Today, you will learn how to deal with the problem should the infection come knocking at your dog's ear flaps. Don't worry. Treating a dog's ear infection is pretty simple and only requires some common sense. Look for the telltale signs of infection. Technically, the best way to find if your dog has an ear infection is by inspecting the ear. However, since most dog owners forget this little nugget, you might want to look out for other signals that your dog has an infection. For instance, does your dog scratch his ear a lot? Is he constantly weak and hard of hearing? Does he get irritated or does he shy away from you when you try to touch his ears? Well, if the answer is yes, then it is high time that you take a look in that general area. Lift up his ear flaps and take a real deep gander. If you see a brown or black liquid discharge from his ears, then that is an obvious sign of infection. Bring him to the vet. This need not be said, as it is common sense to always bring your pet to the veterinarian should certain health complications appear. The vet will examine the dog and do some tests to determine the root cause of the infection. Once that is done, he will prescribe medication, be it a topical agent or oral medication, or both. Normally, the topical agent recommended will be apiotic, which is a solution that you shoot into his ears. There will be specific instructions on how to administer it. For the oral medication, you will be prescribed to purchase antibiotics. Try the vinegar solution. If the infection is caused by a fungus, you can try a homemade solution of 1 part vinegar diluted in 1 part water. Pour it into a squeeze bottle and shoot it inside the ear. The solution should disinfect the ear and kill the fungus infesting within. Keep his ears open. During the treatment of his ear infection, it would be a good idea to get a lot of air into his ears constantly to dry out the infection and the moisture within in feeding that infection. For starters, consider snipping and trimming the hair around the ear. Secondly, find a way to leave his ear flaps lifted for a few days. Finally, do not neglect cleaning the ears by washing or wiping it with water. Most of the time, the ear infection can be aggravated by dirt and other undesirable particles finding its way into the ear.